Yeah, like people say, well, you know, maybe you should think about going. No, I'm not losing my.
What is it you don't want to give up? What is it? What are those things that you don't want to get? Like the shopping,
Getting in
your car, and
getting
going
in my
shopping.
car and going anywhere I want.
Yeah.
You know, bingo.
Right.
And I don't want to go to the nursing home to play their 10-cent bingo and get these little statues. No, I like the big stuff, the money.
Okay. So the bingo, the shop, like getting in your car, like what are the other things that you think you'd miss out on if you had to do that?
I'm trying to think. Going to see my friends. I've been thinking about maybe I should move to North Carolina sooner and just getting in the car and going.
Right.
You know? I tell you, before John died, he drove all the time, and then until I told him he couldn't drive anymore because he had all these bumps all over the car.
Right.
And he was at one time an excellent driver. But I got scared to drive on 95 and the Turnpike. I just wouldn't go.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't want him to do it either.
Right.
But once he was in the hospital, and he was in Boca General or Boca something up there. He was in so many hospitals, God knows. But anyway, I had to get on the Turnpike if I wanted to get there within that day.
Yeah.
So I put my mind to it. And you know what? It doesn't bother me to go on 95 now or the Turnpike because I did it.
You're okay with
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I had that fear. Oh, God, no. These crazy drivers down here, you know?
Yeah.
I once wrote a thing to the paper. We had gone, it's gotten better, but the accidents down here are horrible. Mm-hmm. You know, you see them every day.
Yeah.
So we went up to New York. Now, we were in New York City, we were in Westchester County, we went to Connecticut because we went to Foxwood, we went out to Long Island. Not one accident. The minute we landed, there was an accident. I wrote to the thing, why is it? Why are you? And they didn't even put it in the paper.
So, are there any other things that you think you'd miss? I mean, how would life be different if you were in a nursing home than living here?
I wouldn't be able to cook.
Oh, the cooking you'd miss, yeah.
Going to the store to pick up snacks or eating what you want. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't want people cooking for me, especially, well, you know, depends on what kind of a nursing home, if they have good food. Now, I put John in the Menorah house, and he loved it because of the food. He said the food was fantastic, except for Saturdays, because it was kosher.
Yeah.
And I would have to sneak food in vans.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John was Italian.
Yeah.
But he loved it.
Yeah.
He had to be there for 3 months.
Right.
But the healthcare, there was another one down at Palmetto to the right. I forgot what the name of it was. I had to bring the police in. He was transferred from the hospital, and this is when he had congestive heart failure. He had his double bypass. He had to go into rehab. So he wasn't doing well at the time. Anyway, they called me up to tell me he was on his way to heart. Anyway, it doesn't make a difference. Just don't go there.
Right.
I get in there, and I asked for his room, and they told me, and it was like clear across the whole building, and I got there, and there's John sitting in his wheelchair. I mean, I thought he was dead. And I went up to him, John, and he woke up and everything, but he was still out of it. I guess they medicated him, so unbelievable. And the room was filthy. And the beds were not even made from the other people. So I quickly went out of that thing, and I see a woman coming down with a suit on, and I assumed she was somebody from the place. And she said, yes, she was the director. I said, follow me. I said, he just got here. And look at the room. Oh, my God. I said, no, oh, my God. I said, look, he just had a heart operation. He shouldn't even be here. He should be in the heart department or whatever. I said, I'm going to leave here for 10 minutes because I have to make a phone call. But I'm going to come back. And when I come back, I'm coming back with the police. And I did. And John was in the heart department, and he was all fresh. And
Right. So you're worried about the care in some of these places?
Yes.
Yeah.
or when you walk in and smell urine, I want to walk right the hell right out.
Yeah.
That means that they're not doing their job.
Right.
And they hire anybody and anybody. Oh my God, it was horrible. But Menorah House was immaculate. In fact, I had to just put him down, Jack Russell Terrier, 18 years old.
Wow.
They used to in fact, they encouraged me, bring the dog every day. And the dog would go, I'd let him off the leash and he'd go visit everybody. And they loved it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
there are good places and bad places.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
What would you like about one of those places? Do you
As long as they got activities,
think? Yeah.
good activities. I think everybody who wants to sit in their room and do nothing all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my John, he didn't want. I said, John, go down to the, and you know, no, I'm fine here watching TV.
Right.
How could you just sit there? But he did.
Right.
He loved it.
Yeah.
How did you pick Menorah House for him?
It was right across the street from West Boca Hospital. It was very close to home, and I heard so many good things about it.
Okay.
And then I went and visited it before John went, because you were given like a matter of like 4 or 5 days that he would go. And I
Did the
met
hospital recommended it to you?
the social worker.
Social worker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you look at other places, or is it?
Yes. Yes. I looked at that. The one in Palmetto, where John went the second time. When I was there, it looked all right.
Yeah.
And then there was one, and I can't think of the name of it, but that's where Dr. Baker's mother is. And it was down Palmetto, but it was to the left. I don't remember the name. That was great too. And they all accepted John. But one of them suggested that he go to Delray, the hospital in Delray Hospital, to go to the rehab up there. And I said, you know what? I want him in Menorah. I said, because number one, that's 45 minutes away from me, and I want to get to see him every day. So no, so I took him up there.
Okay. So, have you started planning for any of this for,
No.
for yourself? No.
No, not yet.
How far in the future is this?
I'm figuring maybe another, 5-6 years.
5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything that you can do to make life easier for yourself here? Is there anything before you get to that stage in the next 5-6 years? Have you done anything here? Are there any kind of ways that you make?
No, because it takes me so long to do it. When you go into my room, I still have boxes that I still have to. And I'm thinking, should I keep? Because my room is small. Should I keep it in here? All my boxes are in the thing,
Yeah.
in the garage.
Yeah.
So I get things done.
Is there anything though that you do to kind of make life easier to here, so that you can
No.
spend
No,
more time here?
I love it here. Look at it's a beautiful home.
It is.
It is a very nice home. Very easy to keep clean because we don't do anything.
That helps.
Yeah, it's not that we're running around collecting dust or creating anything.
Yeah.
You
Seems like a good time. Could we take a little tour?
Yes, let's do.
Place? Yeah.
Well, this is
I
the
guess,
kit.
I guess I'm kind of curious about sort of a day in your life. Like, where do you spend it? Like, how
Here.
it's all in the kitchen.
It's all in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And at night I go into my room. So anyway, this
Okay.
is the kitchen,
Okay, so can you show us around the kitchen a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, where do you spend your time when you're here? What's
The sink, here's the stove, the microwave, I have a freezer in there
okay?
that I
Yep.
keep a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Here's my refrigerator.
What do you keep in the freezer out there? What are the kind of?
We're getting rid of it because I think it's just taking up electricity.
Okay.
There's a couple of pizzas in there. There's just things that I don't use now.
Okay. Yeah.
And here, this is.
Okay.
I keep well stocked
So
everything.
you've got more stuff in your freezer than I have in mine. So.
Oh no! You see, when I go to the store, I go to the store.
Okay.
Vicky loves her ice cream.
All right. So you got.
I'm not an ice cream person. I'm salt.
Do you feel like you're taking care of Vicky? Are you her kind of
No,
caregiver
I
right now?
just-
She's just a roommate for you, like was.
She's just a good friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But you do all of the cooking for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want her to cook for me. She don't like cooking.
Okay. Okay. So when you're here, you're mostly at the sink or the stove or at the
Yeah.
counter. Yep. Would you mind showing us a couple of the cupboards that you use?
Sure.
Which are the ones you
Here's
use
all our
most?
cleaning stuff.
Okay. So, okay.
Here's the garbage.
Right. Is it okay?
Okay.
Are they difficult to get to, the ones down here? Do you
No.
find them? That's
No.
not. It's not
This is all going to be changed Wednesday.
okay. What are you doing here Wednesday?
Because a lot of these things are just, they don't have tops or anything, so I'm going to be throwing them away.
Okay, so you're just getting rid of a lot of the
Yeah,
things in here. Yeah.
Are you going to do it by yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to get on the floor, and I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Because then the stuff that's in the oven, which I pretty much don't like to use in the summertime, all this stuff will go in there.
Oh, I see. Okay, so using
Okay.
the oven as storage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And this
And then-
is all
yes.
dishes.
Yep.
I'm not that tall. If I have osteoporosis, so I've lost like 4 inches.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. But I could reach.
so you can reach up to the
Yeah.
top ones, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it harder now than it used to be, like to reach up to those places
Oh, yeah.
to get down to these places?
No, down, yes.
Down, yeah.
But I do it.
So down is harder than up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Okay. And what do you get? Is this one of those air?
oh my God, that's great. They're great, the
What-
skillets. I just got it.
What are you cooking now? What's
Anything. Really. I cook my steaks in there. I cook chops. I make my chicken. Anything. Anything can be cooked in there.
right?
Yeah. My sausage and peppers, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you've got your little magnets here on the side
Yeah.
with the phone numbers on. Which of these is the most important one?
Those are not mine, they're Vicky's.
Oh, they're all Vicky's ones.
Mine is in my wallet.
Okay.
Yeah. She's got Humana. I can't stand Humana.
Why not? Why do you
I
like
don't like it. I know too many people that die because of that.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
What is it they do that's...
Well, my girlfriend Elizabeth, she had, I'm trying to think, congestive heart failure. They booted her out of the hospital. She died 3 days later.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
is a dining room nobody uses.
This
Yeah.
is just a walkthrough, is it?
Just a walkthrough.
Yeah.
And this is the,
You have this... Is this one of your oxygen machines down here?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's
So-
the condenser.
So that's where that gets stored. is
Yes.
it?
That's Vicky's. That's Vicky's.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
This one's
I don't use
Vicky's?
it. I use oxygen.
Okay. Yeah. And the tanks over there, they're...
Those are Vicky's.
Those are... Okay.
Do you mind if I turn the lights a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
Yeah.
I'm a mole. I don't see much.
Okay.
So all of this is Vicky's.
Yes.
Okay. How long's Vicky lived with you?
A year.
A year.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, all right. And
This is
in
the
the
living
living
room.
room, anything happen in here? Do you ever use this?
No.
No?
No.
Even
What's in a
when,
bowl mode?
what about when
You know
people
when I
come
sit
over?
sitting here? It's when Bill, my guy that fills my tank.
Okay.
Every 3 weeks I come and sit while he's doing it.
Okay, and he does that in here, does he?
No, he does it in my bedroom, but
Oh, okay.
he really does. He takes it out of the bedroom and brings it to the car.
I see.
So I
Yeah.
sit in here, that's all.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
It is.
Thank
It's
you.
a lovely room.
Thank you.
I'm surprised you don't use it more often.
Nah,
No? Why not? What's...
I don't know. I just... Who knows?
So you've got a
s-
couple of spare rooms there that just don't get used.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you thought about downside? Like going to a smaller place? Since you don't use the entire...
We're thinking about it.
You're
Yeah.
thinking
Or
about
I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
yes.
Would you do that before you went to a nursing home?
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go to an efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where would you want to do that? What kind of place would you want to go to?
I don't know. It'd probably be like in Tamarack or something.
Uh-huh.
I like Tamarack.
Yeah.
My favorite. Yeah. Yeah, this is spare.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. So spare room in here. Anything go on with this? Do you ever go in here at all?
Well, I walk into here, but
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't
No.
use it.
And this is my mess sitting here. My
Okay.
mess.
Let's go see your mess.
You would surprise the places we get to see messy, so this is not messy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my room. You can
Okay.
go in. I'm not
Okay.
going to fit in here with you.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about what you have going on
Okay.
here? What
We
are
fit
the
in
things?
here, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's my little refrigerator.
Okay.
What
What
do
I keep
you-
my sodas in
What,
there.
oh, your sodas in. Can I
Yeah.
take a look?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh,
On the other
outside. Yeah. Okay. What is that? 7-Up?
7-Up,
Yep.
and then I have a case of sparkling water. I love my sparkling water.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? My oxygen, that's liquid oxygen.
Okay.
Okay, and that's my condenser.
Okay.
And there's my closet.
Okay. So this is, you have all your clothes in here?
Yes,
Yeah.
no, except, and I have in there too.
Okay.
Okay, and then my dresser drawers.
And you said dressing is no problem for you? at the
No.
moment? No.
No.
Is there any part of it that's difficult? If you, like, you know...
The only time I have problems is that I like my fan. I keep my fan on all the time.
Uh-huh.
And when I have to step over, I have to make sure I don't fall.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
my fear.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
You sleep on that side of the bed or here?
In the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of jump from here. You don't turn all the way around.
No, I come in from here.
All of the straight.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And there's
What?
my little computer table.
What is that? The black thing?
Well, that's my thermos.
Oh, it's a thermos.
That's a 24-hour thermos. I could put ice in it and it lasts 24 hours.
Okay, so what do you keep in there usually? Is it just
Lemonade.
A lemonade. Okay.
Or water.
Okay.
I'm a big water.
So the wire from here is a big fear for you. It sounds like a daily problem.
Yeah, but then you know what? Well, I got a lot of clothes in here. I just pick the fan up and move it.
Okay, so you
It's
move.
no big deal.
You move the fan around.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What are the other things that? Are there any other cables or any other things you worry about tripping over?
No.
No. And there's enough space for you to get around.
Oh,
in.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this room because it's cozy.
It is.
Yeah,
You
Very
know?
cozy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
do you use all the clothes in this closet at
Yeah.
all? Yeah, you do.
oh, yeah. I
But
do.
do you
You
keep?
can open that up if you want.
Do you keep most of the clothes in here? Most of your
well,
daily
half
clothes?
and half.
Half and half. Okay.
Yeah,
Want me to open
half
it?
and half.
Yeah, sure.
And there's my dirty clothes, so don't mind.
Okay. Okay, and then I see you got your perfume up the top there?
Yeah.
Where do you keep your medicines?
Aha! On the other side of the bed,
Okay.
Okay.
in a blue container. I get it.
Okay. Okay. That doesn't look like the easiest place to get to them. They're
Well,
like
you know
kinda
what?
tucked out under
I
the-
sit on the bed to do my medicines. I keep it.
Oh, okay.
I do it week at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you show me some of the different what's the process you have for these? You have the box with everything in it.
Pretty much.
Yep. You're not taking all of those every day, right?
No.
But
no,
you
I
said
have some of John's stuff in here too.
okay.
Yeah, like this is my inhaler. This is the one I take twice a day.
Okay.
This is a new one. This is Stiloto, and this is Combivent. That's the vitamin D.
Yeah.
I have restless leg syndrome,
Oh.
very bad,
That's
and I
terrible.
take Primapexole.
Interesting.
It's for what the heck is that disease? Where you shake.
Parkinson's.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
for Parkinson's.
Yeah.
My grandfather had Parkinson's, but I don't. But it does help with my
Okay.
restless leg. But a lot of my medicines were interfering with it,
Yeah.
so I had to watch.
Yeah.
Ibuprofen is the only thing I could take that does not interfere with it. So I don't take this anymore. This is for your stomach, Ranitidine.
So wait, are you still taking the restless leg medication even
Yes. Oh yes, I have to. 'Cause it's all night long. It's like a rubber band.
though? Yeah, I know it's terrible.
Oh.
It's,
Yeah.
Horrible. So
What's the most difficult thing about this? About
There's
all of
nothing
the
difficult.
There's nothing.
no,
What
My
would be
God.
like the ideal box to have this?
this is the ideal.
This is
box.
what it makes it ideal.
I just throw everything back in.
Okay.
Yes, and you can carry it.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't like hold things like this.
But you can't carry.
No.
It's easier to carry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very easy.
Okay.
And it's always in here. You're always doing that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
but do you put them in like a pill strip for? You said you once a week you do them. So that. Yeah, that's what I meant. So you have it. So you
Yeah.
take them 4 times a day. You have stuff.
No. 2 for the morning and 2 for the night. That's what I do.
Okay, so 2
Yeah.
and 2,
Yeah.
and you just do once a week. You open all that up and organize it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very easy.
Do you find it difficult? Like we've heard that it's difficult to kind of get your fingers into those little containers. Like
Oh, no, I just dump it.
you dump it out, but
Yeah.
then other people have told us that then you dump it out and sometimes the tops
Everything.
fall off the
Oh.
others and everything comes out and it's you don't
Not
have
this one. This one sticks.
that one. That one's good. is
Yeah,
it? Okay.
and this one clicks in.
Yeah.
This is the only one that I know that does that.
Okay.
Um,
So how long does this take you? This whole thing
to
with
do my medicines for the week, it takes me about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, once a week.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You
That's
do
why I
it
don't
on the
mind.
bed.
Yeah, I put here. Do the mornings here, evenings here, and then I just. Oh, yeah, I have a system.
You have a system. We're
Yeah.
very well pleased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, John used to take all day. Shh, don't talk to me. I'm doing my. I said, let me do those meds for God's sakes. Just make sure when you do that, you leave one day off in your box, and this way you lay it out, and then you just copy it. And it's easy,
Yeah.
you know?
That's a great trick.
Yeah.
Do you have any other little systems like that that you do to make life easier, to make things kind of go quicker?
You know what? You have to plan. When you have lung problems, you got to plan what your next move is going to be, and that's the difficult part. You figure, well, I have to go into the living room. I have to, or I have to go into the kitchen, and meanwhile, on the way, I have to pass this, this, and this. So I'm going to do this, this, and this. So this way, I'm not going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So you're just kind of efficient with the
Yeah,
way
so
that you do
it's
that,
like
yeah.
you have to plan. You
Yeah.
plan your move, your next move.
Right.
You're just not going to get up and do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
None of you smoke, do you?
Not anymore.
No.
I tell all my friends, and I see them. What is guy at work? He's a caller. His name is Danny Romero. Fantastic soccer player. He just won the championship. He's still smoking. I said, Are you out of your mind? I said, you see me. I bring my oxygen. I think there's something wrong with you all, that when you see a person, that you don't say, I gotta quit.
Right.
But not really, because I saw both my parents die of it, and I still smoked.
Yeah. You said that's at work?
Hmm?
At work, you said?
No, at bingo.
Oh, at bingo. Okay.
Yeah, he works
Okay.
at bingo.
Oh, he works there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can remember now when before I went for the laser therapy, I was going up to my sister up in Poquog, New York, and we were taking my mother to Foxwoods for the week. My mother used to love playing bingo too, but she liked gambling too, on the slots and all. And I. But anyway, we took her. She's in a wheelchair. Now, I put the patch on, which does work, by the way. But not. I went to the casino with my mother, and I said to John, I'm going to go buy a damn pack of cigarettes and I'm going to smoke. He says, it's your life. But anyway, I have smoked. But my mom, this is how much she liked her bingo and her slots. She's in a wheelchair. She can walk, but this is to make it easier for us. Right after bingo, she said to John, John, you mind taking me into the casino? John said, Helen, this is your week. Let's go. I'm taking her down the slots. I stopped to talk to John for a second. I turn around. My mother is gone. She's running down to the slots. She was funny.
Yeah.
But she would win. But I've seen her on her worst. When she was dying, I used to call her every day. She was in New York at my sister's, because obviously my sister could take better care of her, because she's a nurse. And she would just pick up. She didn't have the energy to pick up the phone, but she knew it was me, so she would pick up the phone, and she couldn't even say hello. I would just have to talk to her. Mom, I love you. And that's how it was.
Yeah.
Same thing with my dad. My father used to leave. He used to leave the truck. We had 2 cars, and he had the work truck to go to all the restaurants. And he would get up in the morning at 3 in the morning and go start all the ovens of all the restaurants to do that and get all the meats in there and whatever. And but to get to the first restaurant is like a 2-mile walk. He would do this even in a blizzard. I've seen my dad do this, and he had emphysema.
Wow.
But I think that's what kept him going all that time, because he could have taken the truck home, but he just didn't. He said and he worked on his feet all day. My mother said it's not exercise, it's obsession now. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're thinking about every move that you're making.
Yeah. You know? But I learned how to maneuver things and... Hiya, Vic. No. They're still here. I just took them on a tour.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hello,
This is
Vic.
Vicky.
Hi. Yeah, we've been hearing all about you. Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Matt.
meet you.
Hello, Vicky. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
So most of the time in here, and then in obviously in the bedroom.
What about the bathroom?
What?
What about the bathroom?
Bathroom is straight ahead.
Okay.
Have you done any renovations in the bathroom to make
No.
it easier to go around?
No.
Because you said bait, like
Yeah, but no, yeah, what are you going to do?
handrails or stuff like that. Do you have
Oh,
it
no, I don't need them.
Okay, good.
No, not yet. I grab onto the top, you know, to get out of the tub. But no, I don't need it yet.
Okay. What about TV? Where do you watch TV?
In my room, it was on top of the refrigerator.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Always
or I'm in
behind
Vicky's room we watch the game shows in the morning.
you. I see. So Vicky comes into your room and watches.
No, I go into hers.
Oh, you go into her room. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, anything else that you can think of that you do that kind of makes life easier, like to move around here, or to kind of to deal with just
No.
being here? No.
Not yet. Not yet, I haven't done anything.
Do you have anything in the car that helps it?
No.
Helps you? No. Is
No,
it-
I have a walker in the car.
Okay.
That's what makes it easier. I have a walker for the house, and this way I just
And
walk
walk.
to the car. I
Okay.
go right through the garage and out.
Oh, you do. Which way do you go?
Right out here, right through the laundry room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at that? Do you mind?
Go ahead.
Let's have a look. Okay. I noticed you didn't bring the walker out here.
No, because I have things to hold on to.
Okay.
See you hold my boxes?
Oh, so what are these boxes for? What's,
Those are just my stuff, and
Yeah.
I just, that I don't need.
are you getting rid of them or?
No.
No. See, there's a wheelchair down there.
There's 3 or 4 of them under
3 or
there.
4. Wow. And were they John's? Are they ones that-
John's, mine,
Yeah.
Vicky's.
You don't use those though.
No.
No. What about this step here? Is that a problem? Is that-
No. We just grab, see?
Ah, okay. So you have the handle.
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Did you guys put this in, or was that already there?
No, that was there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What's the blue lid thing
Yeah.
hanging down?
What is that?
That's for when you pull in the
That's
car that
so
you
you know where to
You don't go
stop.
too far.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. And it's easy to get in and out of the car, is it? Yeah.
My car is out there. It's easy as pie to get in and out of that car.
Okay.
That's the best car. If you're elderly to get.
Right.
Amazing, and they don't make them anymore.
Did you buy that like
Brand new. I bought
recently?
it.
Yeah.
No, I bought it brand new.
Okay.
And God, I've had it since 2009.
2009. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you buy it because it was easy to get in and out?
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
First time I got in, I said, John, I've got to have it because you just turn around and plop yourself in. It's just great.
Okay.
What is this? The Science?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a good car. Never had any major work done. Never had to.
Okay.
You know, tires and...
If you were going to get a new car now, what would you be looking for?
Well, if I had the money,
Yeah.
it would be a Land Rover.
Okay. Why a Land Rover? What's
Oh my God, they're gorgeous.
just the way it looks?
Yeah, and they're good cars.
Okay.
But if I didn't, I'd Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think are they easy to get into too, or would that be
Yes,
like a
Jeep is easy to get into. Plus, I do like the SUVs. to carry things and
Yeah.
to, yeah.
Do you feel safer on the
Yeah,
SUVs?
no, that's not
in case
safer.
You, were an accident, you had an accident.
Not
or-
necessarily.
No? Okay.
No. I just feel that it's, I could put so many things in it.
Right.
You know, I could put the walker in it. I could put Vicky's walker in it. If I had to put a wheelchair, anything I wanted to put in that car.
Is it hard to get the walker out of the car?
No,
No.
no. My walker is very light, the one in the
Okay.
car. It's one of those triangle ones.
You keep it in the trunk, do you?
Yeah, well, in the back seat, yeah.
Oh, in the back seat. Okay. Can I take a look at that?
Go ahead. I don't know if the car is open.
Oh, it's okay. I can. I mean.
Can we look at another dog?
We can't have it. No dogs here.
Oh, okay.
I would love it. But you know what? I can't train a dog. I have to be realistic. I can't train. Eddie, my dog, I never had to train. I never had, and you know Jack Russell's.
Yeah.
Never had to put Eddie on a leash. Eddie knew exactly the line of his property. He was an amazing dog.
That's great.
Oh, he was so good.
You have a lot of gardening tools for someone who doesn't like gardening.
So does Vicky.
How come do you have those?
Those belong to the house.
Oh, they came with
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Do you rent this house or
Yes.
do you own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice house.
It is.
I tell you, it's an all-black neighborhood, though. Let me tell you, they're all from the island. They're all very, very nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Is it a 55 plus community?
I
or is
believe
it-
so because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the first house over there, I believe that's a nursing home. I don't know whether it's legal,
Right.
but it is.
Okay.
But they're so nice. The people around here are so nice.
Does it give you sort of a level of a feeling of comfort at all to know that there's a nursing home there? Is that
No.
No.
Oh no.
You'd never reach out to
What
them
are
if
they
you-
going
if
to
you-
do to
if
help
you-
me?
I mean, if you had any trouble, would you call on any of your neighbors? Do you
No,
think?
I call 911.
You would. Okay.
I have no problem with calling 911.
Yeah. You call 911 before you call Joey?
Yeah, Joey works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you have other friends that you would call? Or is there anyone else?
Joanne. I would definitely call Joanne.
You would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But 911 would be the first place.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had to do that? Have you ever been
With John, I was calling them almost every day. But you know, when I lived with John, it was in Boca. Boca does not charge for ambulance service unless they take you. So John fell a couple of times,
Uh-huh.
and it wouldn't he wouldn't hurt himself, but he had 2 fake knees, so he couldn't get up.
Oh, right.
So he had to have somebody help him up,
Yeah. So they would come out and help him up.
and no problem.
Okay.
Never got a bill from them or anything.
Yeah.
The only thing is when they yearly they would send, put something in the envelope for them, and we definitely did.
Right.
Yeah, they were great up there. During Wilma, the First Baptist Church fed. Now we didn't need it because I had just got an order in from Omaha Steak. Yeah, but 3 times a day, they had 55-gallon drums in front of the church, cooking all day, and they would bring it around to the neighbors in a big truck. 3 meals, hot meals,
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. They were great. So
That's fantastic.
that same church, my roof was hit. Just a nick, but I knew it was going to leak. And that afternoon, John couldn't climb up the ladder. I'm afraid of heights. So I saw a truckload of men going around, and I stopped them and I said, "Do you think you can go up on my roof just to put the tarp?" Because what's that? FEMA came around and put tarps. They said, "Can you get to Home Depot?" I said, "Yes." Get this, and they wrote out a list. And they came and repaired my roof and wouldn't take a dime.
Wow.
They were all roofers from Ohio.
That's so nice.
Came for the church.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we wrote a big check out for them,
Right.
for the church.
Yeah.
And they really didn't even want it. They said, no. Take it.
Yeah.
Because you saved us a lot of money.
Right.
A lot of scammers were around then.
Is this your recycling over here? Is this
Yes, isn't
garbage
that
bin?
horrible?
Why horrible?
I hate it.
Do you do all of this? Do you do
Yes.
all of yeah?
Yeah.
It looks pretty organized though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plantation has the worst system.
Why?
You have to buy their bags, they're not cheap. But I guess when I lived in Tamarack, they had the 2 big bins outside. They were great. But this now,
It's not a great system. So, do you find it difficult to do this? Is it?
no, because I put the bags on my walker and I walk it out to the corner.
Okay, so the bags go on the walker.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
I scotch tape them. You know, I put the big tape on it
Uh-huh.
and I just bring it right out.
Okay.
In fact, yesterday was the first time I ever saw there was a pit bull in our yard. A mean-looking pit bull with this big old chain collar on. And I said to Vicky, "You see what I see?" She said, "What the hell is that?" I said, "I'm not going out."
So you had to wait till the pit bull left.
Yeah, he went to the bathroom and he all this.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't want a pit bull loose.
Yeah.
No.
You know? I don't know how their system works here, but in Tamarack, you got a pit bull loose, you're going to get fined $10,000.
Wow.
So that's why I like Tamarack. Tamarack was a little expensive when it came to their water and things like that, but you know what? I like Tamarack.
Yeah. How long ago was it you lived there?
Oh, a year ago.
A year ago. Okay. So you've only been here pretty recently then.
A year.
Yeah.
So I like it here.
Was Vicky here first? Or was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you and John moved in with her, or
No, John just had. Well, yes, John. Well, John was in the
he
hospital.
was in the right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wasn't here
No.
that much. Yeah.
I could say John moved in, but he really didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
He never lived here.
No. No, he lived in the hospital.
Right.
And many. Florida Medical, University, Boca Regional,
Right.
West Boca, Holy Cross, you name it, he was in.
Right.
And did you say he was in a residential in Menorah House?
Menorah House,
For the
3 months.
3 months.
So,
Is that where he ended up passing away eventually?
no, he passed away in hospice. Hospice on the sea, by the sea. Fantastic place. I told the people I'd go there on vacation.
Oh, really?
On Palmetto. You know where Palmetto and 95.
Okay.
There's a place, Kmart. It's in the Kmart shopping center.
Oh, there.
Oh, could you close? Oh, no, I forgot. I had to
I
close
left
that.
it open.
Oh, I
My
have to
bad.
close.
You have to
No,
close.
no. I have to close the garage.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's okay. I can do it.
Right here. The first one. Thank you.
Do you ever go outside?
Yeah. It's too hot.
It's nice out there, though.
Yeah, but it's too hot.
Yeah, it is. do you find, is it difficult with the humidity, with breathing with the humidity?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know when the barometer changes, my breathing will get labored.
Yeah.
You know, if it clouds up, so I know it's, yeah.
So we were talking a little bit just now about so you call 911, like Joanne would be on your list.
Yes.
Joey would be on the list.
Yes.
Do you have other?
Yes,
other,
Chris and
other
Mark.
numbers? You said you had in your wallet. You had the telephone numbers of the people.
Oh, I don't have my wallet here.
Okay.
But I always keep in here too,
Yeah.
on my phones, always. Chris and Mark, they're good friends. They're the ones that were here.
Yeah.
Chris works for Uber,
Okay.
so if ever I had to go anywhere, Uber.
you'd be calling him.
Oh yeah, but he wouldn't charge.
Right.
But, yeah.
Are there any people on that list that are professionals? Any kind of do you have any professional nurses or carers or those kind of people?
Well,
that you-
Mark is a masseuse,
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah.
He's got a license.
Mm-hmm.
Chris used to, but he let his go because he has a bad back.
Right.
No,
But it's not people who you kind of know through those. Kind
no,
of things.
my sister, but she's
Right.
New York.
She's a little far away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you discuss things like kind of moving to a nursing home with your friends? Do you have those kind of conversations?
Joanne and I talk a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are her thoughts about it?
No, she said, not yet, Missy, not yet. I said, no. We talk about it because her sister's kind of losing it.
Right.
And we're thinking, maybe that'll be the right,
Losing it, you mean like dementia?
Yeah. And she doesn't see it. And she doesn't. I told her she ought to go to see a neurologist.
Right.
You know, because they could stop the process, maybe. You know.
Right.
So
So when you guys talk about that, what do you talk about? What are the things that you discuss?
I tell her. I said, you know, there'll be a time when I'm going to go to the. She don't really want to discuss it. She always
doesn't.
tells me no.
Why not? Why does she
I
not?
don't know.
It makes her
Because
feel
I'm too.
uncomfortable.
She said you're too alive to be going into a place like that, and it's true.
So
I don't want to go yet.
What does it mean to go into a place like that? What is?
Well, you just when you can't do for yourself, when you can't bathe, or you can't cook for yourself, then it's time that you got to go. You know,
Right.
and I'll know when I have to go, and I won't mind it.
Would you ever think about having someone to come move in here to?
Oh yes, I would love it, but who could afford it?
Oh, it's expensive.
Very,
Yeah.
very.
Have you looked into it? Have you?
No, I
researched it?
looked into it for John.
Right.
Different states for different. Now, Joanne's sister, Dolly, up in New York, she lives in the Bronx, in Co-op City.
Yeah.
Dolly had 3 nurses 24/7. Cost her nothing because it was paid for by Medicare in New York.
Right.
Down here, they don't do nothing like it
Okay.
because look at your governor,
Yeah.
you jerk.
Always comes back to politics, doesn't it?
It has to. Look at this governor, what he did, and why people were voted for him. He stole billions from Medicare because he owned what, a pharmaceutical or and he's governor. If it was me, I'd be in prison. But no, they gave him the governorship.
So
Scott.
having someone come in here seems like it'd be too expensive.
Very.
But going to sort of a nursing home or moving somewhere like
Medicare
that.
pays for something like that or whatever. And if you don't have enough money, Medicaid picks up.
Right.
And Medicaid pays for everything.
So you feel pretty comfortable with that idea financially? Yes. Yeah. Do you have a budget that you stick to? Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
What are the things what are the kind of main costs?
You
on
know, your
budget?
rent,
Yep.
your utilities, your entertainment,
Yep.
and food.
What are the entertainment things that you're paying for?
Bingo.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Remember?
So rent, medical, entertainment. and
Medical, I
food.
don't pay that much.
No, not medical.
My
That's
medical is, my medicines are, the pills are $1.20 and my inhalers are $3.60, I think.
Okay, so you're paying more for entertainment than you are for medical.
Of course.
Yeah. That's a bigger
Yeah.
expense for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you worry about financially at the moment? Is there anything
Not
that...
now. Not yet. You know? They decide they're going to do something with Medicare, Medicaid, then I have something to... And so everybody has something to worry about.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to do something.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? I wish they would leave Obamacare. Obamacare... I liked Obama. I did. But he wasn't strong enough for our country. But I loved his morals. I just liked Obama. Obamacare, now with John. John worked for Suffolk County. John had Blue Cross Blue Shield Empire Blue Cross. He had the best insurance going. But they put him on, I forgot what his, scripts with the pills.
Yeah.
At one time, it was costing him, John had a lot of medication, so every month it was running us about $250, $300 a month for his medication. Obamacare kicked in, then it was running us maybe $20, $25.
Wow.
People can complain about that Obamacare, but it sure helped us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it helped a lot of people.
So the medical thing is like that's one potential
Yes.
like financial.
I don't know if it's a potential.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
McConnell is driving me nuts with it.
Do you have money left over at the end of the month?
Yeah.
What do
Not
you,
much.
What do you do with that?
I put it away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you have a savings
Yes,
that you kind
a
of.
little bit. Not
Yeah.
much, but I have.
What do you think you're going to use that for? What would you
An emergency.
like? What kind of thing would that be? What
I don't
type
know.
of situation?
Health-wise, maybe emergency
Okay.
that I'm going to need it for.
Yeah.
If I had to go, if anything happened to my sister,
Yeah.
I would definitely go up there.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If you won the lottery Or what,
Oh.
like if you want a big
From your
bingo,
mouth to God's ears.
what would you do? How would you change your life? What would be
All
different
right.
for you?
I wouldn't go crazy.
Okay.
I would buy a condo,
Okay.
right? And it wouldn't be like on the beach or anything. It would be a nice. I like Long Bay down here in Tamarack. I love it.
So you'd move back to Tamarack here. Yeah.
Yes, I buy myself a really good car.
Okay.
You know, that's gonna last.
Get the
You know, like my sister just got a Mercedes because it's a lasting car.
right.
I don't know so, but I would never get a Mercedes, but I would get,
Like the
A Rover, Range Rover.
Right.
you know,
Yep.
get a person to help me clean.
Yeah. Okay.
Come in.
Yep.
I don't want to live in. I just like to have, a couple times a week.
You don't want to live in.
No.
No. Why not?
I don't know. I like my privacy.
Okay. So how often would they come in? How
3 times a week is
Three
fine.
times a week. Okay.
Yeah,
And
2,
they
3
would do,
times.
they would do clean-
Laundry and clean.
laundry and clean. That's it. Nothing else.
No,
No.
that's it.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Okay.
And I would maybe travel
And travel.
if I could.
Okay.
You know?
Where would you want to go?
In the United States, I don't want to go out. Maybe Hawaii.
Okay.
Okay, I've been there before. I've been in Europe too.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid of going over there now.
Because of
Terrorism.
okay.
But when it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to be in the midst of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Look what's happening over where you come from.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
All the time. Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
How those people are not living in fear of their lives every single minute of their life.
Yeah.
But I guess you can't. You have to carry on.
Right. Yeah.
But I would stay away from the subways.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you feel about the whole process of getting older? How do you feel about that? This
It's a fact of life. Life and death. It's a fact of life. Nobody wants to die. You know?
right.
Really, nobody wants to die. But I've had a nice life. I've lived my life. I wish I didn't smoke. But my doctor said maybe it wouldn't have been a difference because your both parents had it, and you're in a place where it's secondhand smoke, which is worse.
Right.
So I had weak lungs, and you have to die of something.
Right.
You know, I had an uncle. My uncle died 3 years ago. 96 years old. He took 2 aspirins his whole life, and died in his sleep. He had a wonderful life, my Uncle Georgie.
Yeah.
And his wife the same way, my Aunt Eileen.
Yeah.
She took enemas all her life. My mother used to say, they're addicting. No, Helen, but how come you take them every day? To stay thin.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was really fuzzy. Oh, got to be thin, my Aunt Eileen.
So when you think of aging, you think like the first thing you think of is dying, is it? Is that that's the
Not
first
necessarily, no. Aging, I tell you, aging is not what, aging should be very pleasant for people. When you get to be a certain age, you should, like Japan, have such respect.
Right.
Here, no. I always say it's not the golden years because it's all rusted. It's thank God we do have a healthcare system.
Right.
That because look at people in Africa and here in the United States, that don't have it.
Right.
And if you can't have a quality life, forget it.
What are the things that make quality like a quality life?
Happiness,
Yeah.
happiness.
What makes
yes.
happiness? What's happiness? For
To
you?
be content. Geez, I don't know. You have to love yourself. Don't be mean. Meanness brings, I've met people that are downright nasty, and it's because I don't think they even like themselves, and I think that's what it is. They have a very unhappy life, so they're going to try to make you very, what is it? I forgot what the saying is. Misery likes company.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And horrible. But anyway, happiness.
Happiness is like the
Yes. Enough to live on. You don't have to be wealthy. You don't even have to have as long as you have food and a place to shelter.
Yeah.
But-
Has your attitude to that changed, do you think? I mean, did you want to have money when you were younger?
I never wanted to be millionaires. No. That was never me. As I said, I'm a liberal. I would give it away.
Okay.
You know, and to this day, when I make money at bingo, I always put 10% away, and I go down to the soup kitchen in Pompano, and I give it to them.
Okay.
Because I know I don't like giving to charities because, you know, they take 90% and give it to the people that work there and only, you know. I know at the soup kitchen they get it.
Right.
And they get it for food.
Yeah.
So I know.
Okay.
So,
just having enough to live on, like kind of
yes.
enough for a roof over your head,
Yes.
for food, yeah.
That's all anybody really needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is a quality of life issue?
Friends, having friends.
Yeah.
Family, if they didn't die off. I mean, I only have my sister.
Yeah.
I have cousins that I really, you know, I really don't care for them.
But friends more than family,
Yes.
it sounds
Yes.
like,
Yeah, except my sister. My sister is my life. I love her.
What would life be like without those friends? What would be?
Oh, everybody, you got to have something. Without friends, what? You going to be a loner?
I mean,
I have an outgoing personality. I would never.
You have your books. You've got TV.
Yeah, but still, I
you've
got to have people to. You have to have a camaraderie with somebody.
Okay.
You know?
What are the things that allow that to happen? So you have like the bingo, so you kind of have that kind of interaction.
Yeah, but you know what? When I sit at bingo, I'm because of the germs. I don't want to get sick. I pretty much sit by myself. But I have a lot of people, the friends, that they will. I like to sit by and I don't like to be around coughing because I wind up in the hospital all the time.
Right.
And I tell them, "Oh, please, you can't kiss me. I don't believe in that kissing.
Okay.
Shake my hand. That's it."
So keeping a little bit of distance
Yeah.
for those kind of things.
You know.
But you said like Joanne she's been up in New York.
Yeah,
for
she's
the
at her
last
daughter's
3 months.
house. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still keep in contact with her?
Every day.
Yeah. How are you keeping in contact?
Telephone.
Okay. By just speaking
Yeah,
to her on the phone.
yeah.
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 Do you text with her or anything?
Well, once in a blue moon, when I can't get a hold of her, I text
You
her.
text her. Okay.
Yeah.
What about video chats or anything?
No, I never do that.
Nothing like that.
No, I don't even. With my sister, every once in a while, we'll get on. What is it called? You know, when you could to see the person.
FaceTime.
FaceTime or
That's it.
Skype, yeah.
Yeah, not Skype.
No.
But no,
Yeah.
I do that with my sister once in a blue
Once in a
moon.
while, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she'll say, "I want to see what you look like now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then anything else that kind of helps you keep in contact and keep that camaraderie going?
Nothing. Just on the phone.
Yeah.
I have couple. I have another best friend. I'll see her tonight. I call her mom because she wants me to. Her name is Kay. She's going to be 93,
Okay.
and she is my husband's cousin,
Yeah.
and is a very good friend of mine. And she's got. I'm telling you, for 93, she's got, like she'll say, "Oh, I'm not. I had a stroke a long time ago," and she's all there. Believe me, she's traveled all around the world. In fact, she books her cruises ahead of time. You know, like she says, "I'm not dying. I got 4 cruises next year. They're paid for."
Yeah. So it keeps her going, doesn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
She
Yeah.
loves her cruises.
Do you have a lot
me.
of friends who are older like that, who are in their
Yes,
80s
and
and 90s?
and it's unfortunate because sooner or later they're going to die off.
Right.
Like Vicky says to me the other day, she says, "All my friends are dead." Vicky's 83.
Right.
You know, it happens.
So
Yeah.
do you? How long do you think that you're going to be here?
Maybe 10 years.
10 years. Okay.
Maybe.
Right.
You know, my mother lived to be 88. You know, but she had a tough last year. The last year it was bad.
Yeah.
But other than that, my mother loved life too. She was just like me.
Right.
You know?
Do you think about that? Do you think about the future much?
No. If it happens, it happens, I'd say, you know?
Right.
What am I going to do? There's nothing I could do about it.
Right.
You know? I can't change yesterday. So, if I was to die tomorrow, so be it.
Right.
You know, but
But
Joey knows where
I guess I'm
everything
thinking
is.
more the other way. Like, do you think about the living part of it? Like, not so much the dying part, but
Well,
like,
no,
what-
I know I'm going to die, but living, no, I go from day to day. You know, I might take a trip to North Carolina, but you know, I don't like to leave Vicky.
Right.
You know, and I was going to move up to North Carolina. My John's niece lives up there, but she's she. Thank God she lost her. I don't say thank God she lost her job, but because I really didn't want to go, but she wanted to. She wanted me to go up there so she could take care of me, which you know, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And
How do you feel about that when people offer to take care of you?
good, I feel that they love me.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you want to be taken care of?
No.
You like the offer,
No.
but you don't want to have that.
Yeah.
Why,
yeah.
why wouldn't you want to be
Well,
taken
because
care
I
of?
told her when I get up there, Julie, I'm gonna do all the cooking. You're gonna do nothing, she said.
Right.
You did enough all your life.
You don't want that.
No,
No. Why
No.
not? What would that sounds perfect?
no, it isn't. How bored can you get?
You'd be bored, you know.
Oh my God, you
Yeah.
gotta do something.
You'd have bingo. You'd have your books. You've got the TV. You've got
No, I got to no. You got to have a purpose. You got to have. You got. No, I can't think of the word. You have got to add something into life. You just can't sit there and be a dummy.
Okay.
You know, cannot.
Is that what you were talking about when you were talking about sort of retiring and you like the idea of getting bored when you retire?
Yeah, God knows.
You gotta
Because I was never bored then, and you know, I didn't know what it was to
Right.
be bored. And let me tell you, it's not fun.
right.
I don't like just sitting there. Then what are you going to do next? No, who cares? No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
So what are the things that give you a sense of purpose now? What do you feel like you
My food, cooking.
the cooking?
That's why Vicky says she doesn't have taste.
Right.
So it's got to be really, like last night I made turnips because I knew that was a strong vegetable.
Right.
And I try to make, stop it. I try to make, it's nothing. Try to make things that I know she's going to taste somewhat.
Right.
You know? So.
It sounds like, you know, taking care of Vicky a bit.
That gives me a purpose.
Gives you a purpose, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you feel like that with John too? Did you feel like?
Oh my God, no! I just did that out of love.
Yeah.
You know?
That wasn't a purpose in
No.
life. No.
No, that poor man. He had two rotten children, though. He had Johnny and Anthony. John was sober 47 years.
Uh-huh.
You know, he was an alcoholic at one time.
Yep.
And Anthony was all of 6 years old when his father got sober. But this is what he keeps bringing up. But I can remember, you know what, get over it. He was an alcoholic, but at 6 years old, he became sober, and you were the center of his universe. When John got a divorce from his wife, they went to court, and his wife asked for $150 a week. And John said, no, I'm giving you $200 because they're my children. This is the type John is. He treated his children with such respect. Johnny was good all through the whole thing until the end. They never visit. In 5 years, Johnny and Anthony visited their father once, and that was at the end. And Anthony, he heard Anthony say, and Anthony's the one who's got a lot of money. He's you ever hear of Miller's Ale House?
Oh yeah.
He's vice president. Anthony said he didn't think his father heard him because his father was incoherent the day before because he was dehydrated. John lost it. I thought he was dying on me, but he was dehydrated. He heard Anthony say to the doctor, this old man should have been dead 10 years ago. He's living on borrowed time. Now, you know what? This is your father you're talking about. So now I get there like maybe 10 minutes later, and John calls me, and he goes, come here, honey. He said, you see that boy over there who calls me his dad? Could you tell him to get fucked and get the hell out of here? He says, and I never want to see him again. And I did. And he says, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I'm going to tell you. Your father heard every word you said to the doctor. Oh, but when you were 6 years old, you're going to bring this up now. You're 50 years old. Get the hell out, go home. Because I said, you should have been here. You should have been here. At least once a year to see your dad. Your dad, when you were all broke, your dad thought nothing of going into the bank and sending you all $1,000 when you needed it and never asked for a penny back. You know, so when he passed away, I called them and I said to them, are you going to help me out with the bills? Oh no, that's your responsibility. But his nephew, Georgie, who who is the one that's doing the production of one of the movies with LL Cool J. He was at our house all the time, and he's bipolar. He goes nuts every once in a while. But he's the one. He said, yeah, Missy, I'd do anything for you. I said, that's not that I need the money. I just wanted, maybe they wanted to. It's just their father. Mm-hmm. No. I'm in mourning. I said, for what? You never came to see him. Don't be mourning now. Right. You know? It's a shame.
Yeah.
If his father, he knows. So.
Missy, how independent do you feel right now?
Very.
Out of 10?
9 and a
nine.
half.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
And I like that feeling.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you like about it? What do you like?
I like my freedom. When I'm going to lose my freedom, then it's okay too.
Where would you have to drop to go to a nursing home? What?
Maybe a 4.
Like a 4. So
Yeah.
you got 5 kind of
Good
5
years.
steps to go
Yes.
before that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said to Vicky yesterday, geez, I feel today I didn't even have to use my pump at all yesterday. I think because I'm walking more and I'm getting using my lungs a little bit more. So I'm not getting better because you don't get better. But
You're
maybe
feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Okay, we're sort of out of time, but
Okay.
I've got one last question: is what is it that people don't understand about getting older and aging? What
I
is
don't
it?
know.
What is it that?
I think everybody understands that they have to get older. You know? I don't know.
Is there anything that people from the outside just don't get about what it's like to
Nobody understands that you have what it is to have a breathing problem. They just don't understand it because they're breathing. They can. But you have to tell them it's like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. That my nephew, Georgie, the one I was telling you, he has a Down syndrome daughter. Brittany is 19 or 20 years old. She, when after her Uncle John died, she's the one who's calling me every day and saying, hey, Missy, are you all right today? This is a girl with Downs. And talk about a quality of life. That girl, she was in the Special Olympics. She graduated with her class. She has 2 jobs. Georgie went to prison for 3 years because he has a temper, and he took his ex-wife started dating, and he took a hatchet. He didn't touch the guy, but he went for the intent. When he got out, with her own money and her own talent, she cooked everything, had a party for him for 100. This is what life is. You look at her, this is what happiness is. Because God put those people on this earth for love, to show people this is what love is. That's who you have to look towards. You know?
Do you guys have more questions? Anything else?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You mentioned a couple of times feeling afraid or being afraid of fear in general. What is
Like
you're most afraid of?
falling.
Falling. What
Yes.
is it about the falling?
If you fall and you hit your head at our age, you're a goner. You know? And it's not a good death. Because things in your brain, you know, I mean, look at the gray matter and everything, and poor John bled internally in his head. And it's not good. They had to stop the Coumadin, and then it affects his heart.
Right.
So,
So it's the physical things that you're worried
yes.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, not mental.
Not mental?
You know what? If you had come down with Alzheimer's, you don't even know. Come on.
Right.
Who cares? You know, you don't know.
Yeah.
It's your family you worry about, but not you. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
You, Lauren? Have any questions?
No. This has been fantastic.
Thank
really
you.
fun to talk to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, lovely hearing your stories.
A lot of stories.